Black Ops 6 Season 3 is finally almost here, and with it comes a lot of content, changes, and more, but it's a stranger launch than normal. So today we're running down everything that you need to know ahead of the launch of the Black Ops 6 content, ahead of the launch of Verdansk, and all of that stuff coming to multiplayer, zombies, and Warzone. Patch notes and every single change will be detailed in an upcoming video, likely a video on Wednesday, and when that update actually goes live, that'll be a huge one. So in the interest of time, today we're taking a look at what's ahead of the update here and what you should know of. Drop your thoughts, drop a like if you enjoy, and make sure to subscribe for more Black Ops 6 coverage with Season 3 and beyond, along with other FPS content. I'd love to have in the community. For now, let's get into it. First, when does Season 3 launch? So, in my recollection, this is the first time that we're going to have two separate launch times for a season. So for Black Ops 6 multiplayer and zombies, the season actually launches on this Wednesday, April 2nd at 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. noon Eastern, 5 p.m. in the UK, and elsewhere in the world, as denoted by the graphic on screen for you, for hopefully easy transition into figuring out what time zone that may be for you. But during this time, a few things will happen. Number one, you can log in and of course play with all the stuff here that you expect out of Black Ops 6 and the multiplayer and zombies experience. All the new maps, modes, weapons, zombie map, Easter egg, all that kind of stuff is going to be there, but this is also going to be when you can get the Kilo 141 rifle. This returning weapon from Modern Warfare 2019 is free, just as simply a login bonus. The other weapons will be available in the battle pass to unlock either via playtime, accumulated page tokens, a Blackcell bonus 20 tokens, or whatever the case, but the Kilo is one and done, log in, and it's yours. Number two, at this point on the 2nd, there will be a free trial period for Black Ops 6 in which, unlike other free trial periods, this accesses the entire game. Not just a select number of maps and modes, but the whole thing, but only for 24 hours again. Now, why is that? Well, because during that time on April 2nd, Warzone is going to go entirely offline. Like, you cannot play it at all, no plunder, no boot camp, nothing like that, not just the battle royale aspect of it. This will then kick into effect a 24-hour countdown to Verdansk launch timer, this allowing you to level up your preferred weapons in Black Ops 6 with that free trial ahead of jumping into Verdansk or whatever you may want to do. Then the day following on the 3rd at 8:45 a.m. Pacific, 11:45 a.m. Eastern, 4:45 p.m. in the UK, you'll get in-game messaging telling you to stand by for your first return drop into Verdansk, directing you to relevant menus. Your rewards from the past day and all that kind of stuff, the instant unlocks, will be populated, and you'll see more instant rewards come up through the Return to Verdansk event, notably Domino and the Milsim operator as Warzone exclusives coming into play. And then at that 24-hour mark, 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 noon Eastern, 5 p.m. in the UK, and elsewhere in the world, this is when you can jump into Warzone Season 3, where everything accompanying the return to Verdansk will be live. So just know, two different times here that you can jump into the two different experiences. As for a preload and the update sizing here, as of recording this, a preload is not yet available for all platforms, but one is imminent. As denoted by the Return to Verdansk checklist, officially from Call of Duty, it's heavily emphasized that players should preload Black Ops 6 and Warzone before Verdansk goes live, meaning the Season 3 update will of course be available for all players to get first dibs on and download early so that come the time that it launches, you can jump right in. Usually this happens about 24 hours before the respective updates go live, so this will be something that probably tomorrow morning you can start taking a look at your platform of choice, Xbox, PlayStation, or if it's on Steam as well. Strangely, as always, BNet does actually have this already preloadable, but just not any of the other platforms. The update on BNet was around 50 gigabytes. Whether or not that's going to be substantially different for PlayStation, Xbox, or Steam, that's yet to be determined, but use that kind of as a benchmark for what you can expect for a download in sizing. Now, talking a little bit about what has been revealed already for the gameplay experience itself, again, not talking specifics like weapon balancing or quality of life changes or anything like that, but big foundational changes have been laid out for what you can expect for Season 3. The first of which is console crossplay. Additional options here were added where, verbatim, it says, in Season 3, we're giving console players more granular options by separating the multiplayer ranked play and Call of Duty Warzone ranked play settings and adding a new multiplayer-only setting for quick play, featured, and party game matches. Each of these three settings, multiplayer ranked play, Call of Duty Warzone ranked play, and multiplayer unranked, will include the following options: on consoles only, and off. On, obviously allowing all matchmaking. On consoles only is matchmaking only between consoles, and then off is just simply playing on whatever platform you end up playing on. So this is interesting because For a lot of people, this is probably great. Others, not so much. Like PC players, this is probably going to take a hit towards that player population you may interact with on a regular basis. But we also don't know the gravity of this just yet, especially ahead of time here. Maybe we do know if it does actually take a hit to the matchmaking on PC a week down the line, 2 weeks down the line. But right now, on paper, this is something that offers more options for those players that have been asking for cross-play options. Movement updates are also something that are going to be foundational here for Black Ops 6 and Warzone. Globally speaking, across multiplayer, zombies, and Warzone, they increase the crouch to stand speeds, the crouch to stand speeds while ADS, and increase the directional sprint animation for improved fluidity. But on Warzone's side of things here, they also adjusted the prone movement speeds, sprint movement speeds, directional sprint animations, jump cooldown, which bunny hopping might be back on the menu now, omni sprint side, and slide friction increases, which is a nerf to sliding. So you are going to see some adjustments that today playing may not feel exactly the same as Wednesday and Thursday playing. So bear that in mind. Obviously, things you should know about, all the content upcoming, we've already detailed all this, so we're just gonna, for the sake of being thorough, mention it, but we're gonna breeze past it. Weapons, we have the free login bonus of the Kilo 141, the Battle Pass weapons of the CR56 AMAX and HDR, the event rewards at launch of the Kali sticks, then in season you have the Eladra SMG, which is the reintroduction of the Spectre from the original Black Ops back in 2010, and the nail gun. Special weapon attachments will include the monolithic suppressor, SWAT 5.56 Grau conversion, and in season the C9 10mm auto 30-round magazines that are bringing these sort of old school attachments and features from Modern Warfare 2019 and the original Verdansk. Weird to say old school for that, don't know if that's the best terminology for it, but bringing those nostalgic pieces back as new content mixed with Black Ops 6 content. Beyond that, you will have the Goblin Mark II 7.62 mini rocket conversion at mid-season. Again, I think that's probably going to be similar to the S6 Stingray from Black Ops 4, but that's coming a little later on down the line. Maps, you're going to have Barrage, Firing Range, and Nomad coming at launch, and then in season you have Haven, Signal, and Blazetown, which Blazetown's a thematic Nuketown reskin. New perks and streaks, you're going to have Close Shave, which is going to be your sort of panic knifing perk if you want that back, and Vendetta is going to, on respawn, mark your killer's last known position for a short duration, giving a bonus score if you end up killing them again, with a Death Machine being an event reward that is going to be a score streak usable throughout all of Black Ops 6. New modes, you have Sharpshooter, Demolition, and Joint Operations coming within this first half of the season. Operators, you have Hudson and Mace in the Battle Pass. Rose is returning as a Blackcell operator, so again, I don't really like that one too much because, I mean, not only was it a sort of problematic meta back in the original Verdansk days, but to then charge $30 to get that same effect is a little scummy, to say the least. And then John Black Ops is going to be an event reward for Black Ops 6 owners coming a little in the season. The Battle Pass, there is some things that I do think we should clarify here at this, where the Battle Pass XP bonus is still taking effect. So as mentioned with the Season 1 Blackcell Battle Pass, you just had that base Blackcell. Season 1, you saw the first additional 10% XP yield granted on top of that compared to non-Blackcell owners. And now it'll be 20% here in Season 3 for those that have continuously bought Blackcell in Season 1, 2, and now 3. So you're going to see increased XP yields as a result of this, and it's now to the point where it's not like by and far the faster way to end up getting XP, but you will start to see, again, a little bit more noticeable difference to, say, a friend that may not have Blackcell if you get it. Also, you're going to see an extra daily challenge for Blackcell users in Season 3, which is a sort of thing that was added under the radar that I don't feel too many people have either mentioned, talked about, or maybe even noticed. But instead of the 3 with that bonus, you're now going to have a 4th one by default every single day if you are a Blackcell Battle Pass owner. So again, inconsequential to a lot of people, but I feel like they're dipping their toes into the water of seeing what all they can get away with adding as extra benefits, if you want to call it that, for Blackcell. So you may have some thoughts on that. Feel free to drop it down below. Zombies, of course, you have the new Shattered Veil map. You have the Ray Gun Mark II plus variants coming with the Wonderwaff DG2 as wonder weapons there. You have the perk of Double Tap coming on the map in Shattered Veil, but also available within the Der Wonderfizz machine on all prior maps. You have new Gobblegums of Tactical Diffusion, Support Group, and Die Pitched, along with some balancing stuff coming as well. And then Warzone, obviously, that's the big marketed stuff here with Season 3. I'm actually pleasantly surprised that we do have as much coming for multiplayer and zombies alongside the Warzone update, because this was definitely something that, looking out from it 2, 3, 4 months back when we expected this to come in early spring here, that I was heavily expecting Warzone to get all of the focus and not really much of anything going to the other parts. It's not the case, which is nice, but there's still a lot to talk about with Warzone. Obviously, the big thing, you can't really say much else, Verdansk is returning. But in terms of gameplay that you can expect to see, well, the simplest ways to put it is, minus it being literally the Modern Warfare 2019 application and engine, almost all features of the game are looking to resemble March to maybe June of 2020 Verdansk. So you have all of these classics and more returning. The classic victory screen, classic tac map and compass icons, ping visuals, score feed colors, cinematics, music. The announcer, they got Julian Stone, the original announcer, they got him to re-record the lines from 2020. The hit marker sounds, including armor breaks and tags, are all classic. Death's Door, footstep recordings, loot chest, buy stations, and contents there, contracts, UIs for pings, splashes, and progression, and more are all the classic things that you remember hearing and seeing. Again, without turning this into a patch notes video for Wednesday, there's a lot to that, but so much more. Things like movement changes from multiplayer are globally applied to Warzone, plus those additional takes, kind of being the first schism in what we see for premium experiences and the Warzone free-to-play experiences, again, after Warzone 2's sort of whole spiel of trying to get everything all onto one unified experience. You can shoot during freefall, that's returning. Some zip lines will be there at launch, but they'll gradually get more as the season goes on. Floating loot returns, the original 8-plate armor satchel returns, the original contracts returning, one-hit explosives to vehicles is returning, a retro refresh of loot, and all is returning. Vehicles being more closely related to the Modern Warfare 2019 counterparts are returning. The buy station inventory and UI is back to the original normal. The ability to swim is now in the southern sea of Verdansk, and a lot of stuff like that. So Warzone obviously is the huge focus here of this season, but not quite the only thing, but there's a lot still we have to dive into. And again, stick around here on the channel for that. On Wednesday, we're gonna have literally everything. I'm expecting that to be probably a 30+ minute video. So stick around here for that if you want all of the specific details. But other than that, Season 3 brings along a few events. So far, we only know of the Return to Verdansk event from the 2nd to the 15th, and then the Black Ops Tribute event from the 17th to the 1st. The 1st is probably when we see that mid-season update, and then, of course, when we'll see like Warzone ranked play introduced, because that's coming at mid-season as well. And then beyond that, you will have some stuff that's coming at mid-season, but for the update itself, that's basically all you need to know here going into Season 3. So let me know your thoughts down below. Is there anything in particular you're looking forward to jumping into with Season 3 and the launch here on Wednesday and or Thursday, depending on which version of the game you're looking to jump into? Let me know. If you guys enjoyed the video, you found it at all insightful, do me a favor, drop a like on it. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Black Ops 6 as we gear up for Season 3 and beyond, plus other FPS content as well. I'd love to have you in the community. For now, thanks so much for watching. Mine has been Espresso. I'll see you later. Take care and peace.